My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Hearthstone, the Dalaran Heist. We are going to be continuing with the Dalaran Heist. Dang it, I was supposed to say Hearthstone Solo Adventures, continuing with the Dalaran Heist. Oh, well, can you ever forgive me? We've got the anomaly hallucinating. Both players start with 10 hallucinations in their deck. So the most clear thing that we do with this is play Rogue. Coin-filled coffers? Okay, imprisoned minions, that probably doesn't really matter. Streets of Dalaran has what? Crowded streets? I guess that'll stop the enemy from flooding the board while I'm trying to get value out of those hallucinations, maybe? Swapped attack and health, that also really didn't different.
Keep these sewers clear while I wire up the rockets.
So the only thing that's leaning me in a direction is the hallucinations as spells, and the coin-filled coffers also give you spells. So we could have 2 extra spells. Like, that's the only way that these twists are pushing me. So because that's such a small difference, I'm gonna go to the underbelly just because it's new. Has to be Rogue, right? Ready for target practice. I need to get more pirates played so that I can unlock Yoink. Thankfully, hallucinating is kind of standing in for Yoink here, so if we get, like, thievery decks, we can still roll those. Cutlass is a good idea. We'll try this one. Deadman's Tale. Death. I mean, this has a little bit of the theming of stealing, right? Because there's the underbelly fence in here, the hench clan, pilfer. All right, let's go with it. Chomper. So it's both players that get those hallucinations in deck. So it's entirely possible that an enemy that I didn't expect to have Flame Strike hallucinates into Flame Strike, in which case I might have a bad time. But these anomalies do add a lot of replayability, and I really appreciate that. Ooh, Goblin Auto Barbarian just serrated too. Yes. It's also worth noting that the Mulligan will never have a hallucination in it unless I naturally add one into my deck, because the anomalies, the twists, and treasures, so passive treasures and stuff like that, all apply after your mulligan. So you saw there, that applied at the start of the history bar. Fine. Alright, since the enemy has Chomp, I actually will probably attack a minion here. Just because I don't want them to... Wait a second. That didn't matter. Ah, well. I guess I do just want to retain the minions for as long as possible. Discover a card from your opponent's class. Okay, never mind. They can't get Flame Strike, but they can get rogue-based cards. My enemy is a druid, so now there's a fair bit of face damage for druid. It's a weird-looking druid. Oh, that only works on beasts. Wrong. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a beast from hallucination then. Alright. Hallucinate into damage? Kind of. Hallucinate into damage? Kind of? Crime Street into damage. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was really hoping that I wasn't going to have to kill the Vicious Fledgling myself here. Alright. Can the enemy deal 4 next turn? If I clear the board, it's very unlikely, but... Rush? Pilfer, see if I can find anything that wins it. No, I don't. Fine. Alright, don't kill me. I don't think, like, the minions at the very start have much, what would you call it, reach? Because if they did, that would just be awful as a player. Hallucinate again. Hey, there we go, finally.
target I can't.
Works. Still works. It has to damage a minion first and then it hits the enemy's face. Just treasure stargazing? That's gonna help me clear the board real effectively. Okay, so your hero power costs 1 less and can be used twice a turn. Spell Slinger, Evil Miscreant combo. All of these 1 mana cards in our deck do make combo decks a little easier to run, right? Because I'll always have a way to activate it pretty well. Pogo Hopper, though? We don't have any return to hand, sadly. I really do want to run like an actual Pogo Hopper deck, though. It's a shame that Double Abyss and Miscreant is like really good, because otherwise, like, Prep, Blood Mage, Violet, I'm actually not interested, not even slightly, frankly, in that. Like, Blood Mage, nah. Violet Teacher, sure, it'll give me more cards. Nah. But the thing that I would care most about is trying to do Pogo Helper, but this is just so much better of a pack. Rough. Alright, Keezy, don't you dare. Do not you dare kill me. Thankfully, we have Stargazing, so it's going to make it difficult for Keezy to do that. And also, the coffers, the Cache of Cash, is not on the board.
Eudora versus Kizzy.
I have been thoroughly owned by Kizzy before, and I'm not into it.
You could use a little off the top, couldn't ya?
Pogo would have been bad.
You considered going purple?
I've diluted my deck already with 10 more hallucinations. Pogo would have been bad. Random card to your hand from your opponent's class. Discover a card from your opponent's class. Okay. I may actually just end up attacking that. Actually, after you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it, I might just leave that on the board. My opponent might kill a lot of their own minions by playing them here with that.
I don't think my cosmetology license covers this.
Deathbite's a lot of face damage. I'm gonna start swinging.
Snip, snip. Whoops. You'll stand out with one of these.
That's why I left it on the field. Your rush minions are immune to turn they're summoned. I've got a militia commander in hand that's going to be 8/2 removal. Nice. He's... Yeah, I know. I deserve that.
My blade be thirsty.
I do that so constantly. I take aim and then I swing and aim at my own foot instead. Wild. It's fine, it's not removal. For some reason, I thought they were about to do that on their own Redmond, and I was like, oh, that's a move, I guess.
Hey, right shot, mongrel.
Fine. Just developing a 5/2. Next turn could easily be Death Squire, Deathbite, sorry, and Abyss to the face plus Militia Commander.
My assistant will take it from here.
My assistant will take it from here. Can I pirate? No? Fine, gotta go for lethal though. Goodbye, Keezy. Choose my loot. Ooh, those are pirates so I can unlock the hero power. Spirit of the Shark? How many battlecries do we have? 1, 2... Battlecries and combos both count, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Minions. Okay, only minions, so 5. If I'm fighting a rogue, then my hallucinations can help. It's still a bit weak. Also, Zaryl's not that great. Vanishes fine, I guess. I may actually just take Scallywags here exclusively just so that I can help unlock my pirates. I mean, flip-flop their stats. 7 mana, 6/4 charge. Yeah, people paid 6 mana for a 4/2 charge with Divine Shield, although they were mainly using it for board control. I'm comfortable doing that.
Mean Mama Diggs has a way of unearthing trouble. That's a pun. Yeah.
Where's my bar? I thought I get a bar then. Why not? Is the bar after the 3rd? Don't want to be short of the bar. The collective withdrawals will kill me. Straight out of Archer.
You think you're gonna get past me?
I do. In fact, I'm almost certain of it. Don't tempt fate, Ryan. What's your hero power? Deal 2 damage to a friendly elemental. Find out what's inside. That sounds dangerous. Earthen might give a minion +2/+2 if it's an elemental. Add a random elemental to your hand. I don't want my enemy to find out what's inside, so I think it's kind of my duty to make sure that those elementals are always off the board. With my hero power, I shouldn't have too much difficulty doing that. It's going to be difficult to develop Walking Fountain, so I'll take Crackle. We're very likely to end up just like kind of running at face constantly here. For a lot of the early matches, especially because we have the Abyss added to the deck, that's going to be our game plan.
How much is this worth to you?
How much is this worth to you? A tango, damn. It's a tiny amount. Ryan!
I'll take that.
0 attack minions. Think about it, Ryan! Glad they used that for removal. Not that they had a good option not to, but I'm glad that they had to use it for removal, I think is... I probably should have phrased that one. I'll take Potion of Madness just in case they have a elemental with Death Rattle, like the Igneous Elemental. FaceTime. I only care about pirates. So I'll play another pirate and kill. Mate, I am gonna unlock that hero power. It is important to me that I get those done early, right? I don't want to play the same deck constantly and be locked out of being able to do other types of decks because I wasn't willing to experiment. Dreamgrove is ridiculous. Overpowered has randomly chosen targets, so this is garbage with it. Rest of the deck is fine, though. It's a great way to generate a ridiculous amount of cards. Master Scheme is also really good, but the problem is Master Scheme, like, the deck is so thick that Master Scheme is likely to be drawn late, and if it's drawn late, it's deal 1 damage, draw 1 card, gain 1 armor, summon 1 Boombot, right? I think I take Dreamgrove just as kind of like a drop that I play at the end of the game, like, okay, and your turn, you lose. It's probably just Legends here, despite the fact that none of them are good. Violet Haze, Necreum Val, and Nubrok. I mean, we do have other Death Rattles in this deck, but I don't know if we have any Death Rattles that we really want a Necreum Val. I mean, sure, we can get Violet Haze or Journey Below to give us death rattles we might want to effect on, but pretty long bow to draw. Second Violet Haze there, though. And a new Baroque. I think it is just Legends. Yikes, this deck is garbage. Friendly encounter. Thank you, Bob.
It's on me. I mean, physically, that's where it is.
I've been given the information that apparently I'm being offered body shots by Dr. Boom now. I'm flattered and totally interested. Let's go.
Ah, friendly face.
Do I get more Crags? Ooh, Test Greymane. Replay every card from another class you played this turn. Targets chosen randomly. Sorry, this game. Targets chosen randomly. Test Greymane is the most important thing that I can get here. And I can only take it if I also take all of the rest of these minions. Tark. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, add a copy to your hand. It's just going to be a 7-mana 7/7 for us. Auction Master Beardo. I already have enough of my hero power, but it's a 4/5 for 3. Stalag. 8/5 for 5.
Get all types around.
Sure. I just want Greymane in the deck so bad. And take a chance.
Good luck.
Garbage. I was really hoping to hit, well, obviously, Tess or Tark. What was the other card I was hoping to hit? Something quite expensive that I was thinking, ooh, if we could reduce the cost. Ah, Dreamgrove Ring, of course. Do I get rid of all of these? Good minion, good minion, good minion. They're fine, I can't get rid of them. I'm kind of just trying to dilute the hallucinations out of the deck right now for some reason, I guess. Don't really know why I'm doing that. This deck doesn't have anything except for the fact that it's good at board control. It's good at that. Can occasionally push damage.
Eudora versus
It's a little bit all over the place.
Things are about to get messy.
Yeah, I'll keep a bunch of removal in hand. The longer this game goes, the more value I get out of my hero power. The more value I get out of my hero power, the far harder it is for my enemy to ever win. Hallucinate or Journey Below? Hallucinate. This gives me a cast next turn. Worst case scenario, I can play that and a Vista target as well. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. That's hero power, definitely. Can I buff the recurring villain? No, not at all. Infested Tauren then? Just to give me something on curve? Sure. Perfect. So your hero power is destroy a random damaged enemy minion. I'll play that with the attack, right? And that doesn't get swapped past that point? Yes, the buffs don't get swapped. Oh, the Panther was, though. Damn. I think I hallucinate and then murder that. Pilfered Power is actually going to be pretty strong. Gain an empty mana crystal for each minion. Especially considering I'm just going to be dropping minion after minion in the next 2 turns, and one of them summons another. That's fine. That over Tomb Pillager, just because of the same thing that I just said about minions summoning minions. Gain 6. Go for HP both times. This person does not know about value. And I love that they don't know about value. Pilfer Power after Evil Miscreant is going to be wild. That's just to activate the evil miscreant. Which is lucky, which is lucky. Both of those are pretty good for hitting the evil miscreant. And neither of them will. Green skin's awful at that cost. Upgrade it. Gen's also not pretty good. I've downgraded my minions multiple times. Lovely. Ah, right, because of the hero power I should have evolved Starlog. That's a good point. It's a good point, well made.
Thank you.
This only skips one turn for me now. It took us so long to set it up. Take Gonk. Literally just because Gonk will get replayed by Tess.
I don't make mistakes. I bury them.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many from you. Dream Grove for... Got 10. If only I had a good way to clear those treants. No pirates in hand. Go. Good fight. Real balanced. Second treasure now? No, loot. It's after the next one. Leroy's obviously awful here. Can's great. Edwin's great. There's another miscreant there. There's some draw available here. Draw's pretty good. Elven Minstrel being the draw in particular. Gives us another early game minion as well. Sure.
That Murloc's been dancing since we got here. Will nothing end his reign of funk?
I love it. Frankly, huge fan of that Murloc. First time I've ever seen it, I am absolutely a huge fan. Is it a rare boss? That's actually something I've been thinking about. Dalaran Heist doesn't seem to have that many rare encounters, like the... What would be a good example? Tad, where you could get the fishing rod from Tad if you beat them in a certain way. Is that Monster Hunt? I think that was actually just in Dungeon Run. Did Monster Hunt have any engagements like that? Can't remember. But yeah, are there any rares like that? Things that you can do in those combats to get extra bonuses? Like, Dreamgrove Ring in the opening hand, that's pretty good. I'm not lying. I would keep that in the opening hand. I don't want to have to wait 33 possible cards until I draw it. Okay. I now understand. This is a really, really unfortunate time to be you, friend. Just in that my upgraded hero power hitting twice is not gonna let you do much. And all I have to do is run you out of minions. Okay, so now I know the enemy doesn't have a 1-mana minion in hand. All the while this is happening, I'm just gaining power. I could Rune Spear. Sure. Oh well. Unfortunately, this is only to an undamaged minion, so I did have to finish that off myself. I really want the enemy to summon another minion now. I'll Captain Greenskin after the Rune Spear. I should probably start playing out my own minions. I can play 2 face collectors this turn. Sure. Ooh, give all weapons in your hand and deck +1 attack as well. Neat. This rune spear is actually just gonna be damage. Yeah, you can resummon the sludge belcher, I don't care. Sounds fine to me.
I have no time for games.
Ooh, you didn't go for the resummon this turn? Can't help but think that's a big mistake. That if you'd kept the Sylvanas, that could have been real good for you. That said, I don't know if I can even take the Sylvanas from them right now, so let's slow our roll. Volcano will do it. It's really important I make sure the enemy doesn't have the ability to resummon that Sylvanas. If it locks me out of playing something I want to play next turn, it locks me out of playing something I want to play next turn. It's more important that I make sure. Especially because we're not, what, 2 turns time from me being able to play Dreamgrove Ring and win? Probably. Myself another spell. I'll take bite. Good removal. And sure. I'll play Krogwa. For obvious reasons. Dreamgrove back into Krogwa. Resummoning the Tasty Fin is a problem. Still think we probably hit the Dreamgrove Ring this turn, though. Good. Alright. My board! Rude. Thankfully, it's still a really good board. Not exactly the board I wanted, but it's still a really good board. Hey, Krogwa, can I have that back? Thanks, bud. I do have to play some cards out of my hand if I can. Palm Ace? That's big bad. The Snow Fury Giant might have actually been incredible for us. We use the highest attack first. It's Betrayal. Alright. Damn. I used the highest attack first just because in case it was evasion, I wanted to get as much damage through as possible. I don't care about losing my minions. I can lose my entire board here and I'm just going to Dreamgrove Wing again. Sup, Archie? Ooh, what a scary board state. I have lethal. Oh, sure. Whew. I was terrified that I'd miscounted there for a second. It didn't look like it was gonna add up, but that's because I was still waiting for the second attack from my Wind Fury minion to go through. Probably Wisdom Ball, right? We have like a couple spells that deal damage in the Abysses. That's about it. Alright, Wisdom Ball. Time for you to make it up to me. Please do, because I'm really disappointed with you so far, Wisdom Ball. Unidentified contracts, heist... Yeah, alright, we have to take Trickery here. It's just much better than the others.
There's some
Hey, Bob.
characters down here. Some of my best friends.
We have Stalag, so can we have Fugan?
Eudora, we have to have a little chat about your tab.
I don't really want a round of drinks them. Do I have a dragon in my deck? I have no Murlocs. I have a beast, though. Have a couple of beasts. I mean, we have a couple of beasts on board at the moment. It's just we don't have we have mainly pirates. Murlocs? Do I have any Murlocs in the deck? No Murlocs in the entire deck. Dragons? No dragons in the entire deck. Curator's garbage. Alright, and for that same reason, Curator is bad, Jade Spirit's bad, can't take the rest of these. Meixner is also really, really garbage.
Got to think, Eudora.
This board is actually pretty bad. As in to say, all of these minions. This flips. It's awful. It was a 5/8 for 5. That's fine. This is 6/4. I mean, okay, so it's just Meixner that's bad.
Take your time.
Yeah, we're definitely upper handing. Don't want to reduce the cost of the unidentified contract. It doesn't work like that. Randomizes it transforms into a different card on draw, so you don't get the benefit from it. I'm probably not going to Gangzol here. There's none of these I'm that interested in. I'm not going to round of drinks, so it's just good food. And then either I'm going to Yulfire it or not. No. Mason is a bad card, but the rest of them are fine. Kara Stamper. Oh, is this the hit me in the face and you take 2 damage on a minion? I mean, that's fine. Again, I'm just going to hard control the board and then wait until my Dream Grove, kind of. But I guess for that reason, I only need to hard mull for my Dream Grove. It's hard to turn down evil miscreants in the early game, though. Also, that's not the hero power I thought it was. This is, I think, discard a card from your hand, summon a minion equal to its cost. Alright. It's important I try and find something I can possibly play on curve, rather than leave this for a turn 4 Evil Miscreant. We're very likely to draw into another 1 mana card anyway. If not a 0 mana card. I feel like the enemy is very likely to end up flooding the board. So the hero power is discard a card, summon a random minion at the same cost. So they're probably going to end up summoning a... Ooh, what? Really? On each player's turn, the first card played costs 0.
Nobody's looking.
That interaction doesn't work. Cool. First card played? I guess I just, like... Hellfire. Fine. Nice try, I guess. Red Infernal's better, though.
To think, some things have such pitiful souls.
That's a great 1 mana minion. You should be really proud. I'm still gonna kill it, but you should be proud. Now that I have Pilfer and Evil Miscreant as my next turn play, I'll hold. This is what I was talking about. I'm very likely to draw into another 1 mana card. I may as well just wait on that one.
Or evil. Depends.
Blingtron's garbage. Nice try. Or do I want to just develop the Tomb Pillager? Yeah, it contests the Blingtron really well, and if I get the coin, then the Evil Miscreants are a lot easier to play. Hell, next turn I'd be able to coin double Evil Miscreant. Ooh, give me that!
Well, not all souls are high quality.
Hallucinate. I'm just gonna keep trying to take demons and then play out the Skull of Minari to summon them. Seems fine to me. Both of the minions on my board can test the Blingtron really well. This also sets... Ooh, discover a spell on each of them. Neat. This also sets me up for a really good... sets me up for a really good Heist Baron by just keeping one of the lackeys in hand. The problem is, if Tess... It only counts the cards that I have played, so it's not good for Tess to just play the Skull of Minari to try and summon the Dread Infernal.
What do I do here?
Careful.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm not going to do it.
Oh boy, beings from the great beyond.
Miscounted there. Wild. That's fine. Still have really good board control. You should have played the other one and then hero powered.
Result of my actions.
It's time for a little blood.
Yikes! One down. Just get a spell. Two and three down. Yeah, I just want to develop a board as best I can right now. Hey. Assassin's Contract.
A small sacrifice to pay.
Now you get to feel the pain that I was feeling last time. That is to say, when I would generate a minion that would usually be a giant taunt, but instead is flimsy. Paper thin taunt. Alright, how do I develop the best board here? Just hard play good minions, I guess.
Time is money, friend.
So we get some miscreants in hand. It's important I play at least one miscreant this turn. And I don't want to discover a spell because then I'll overfill my hand. Actually, you know what? Just gonna do this. Push for the ability to kill next turn.
My power.
Played that rather than discarding it? Ugh, awful. Oh, it sucks to see that big of a Blood Queen Lanathel just get discarded.
Fight back.
Well played, Kara. Well played. Megalune has no place here. Evil Miscreant Academic. Yeah, it's that. It's that. I'm trying not to go into trickery, but at least I am playing a fair amount of pirates, so it shouldn't be too bad. Vajno. Your spells with Overload cast thrice. This is a aggressive deck. Gotta remind myself of that. This is a burn deck. At the very least, they'll have their minions swapped, right? So you can cast Feral Spirits thrice, rather. And then it'll only take me a couple turns, but I'll be able to remove all of them. I'll keep Bladed Cultists. It's really good for generating an early game minion here.
Explosive the elements can be.
Not great follow-up there. Alright, Wisdom Ball. Do you want to actually ever do anything for me? No? Cool. Take the Nimbus. Of course.
Let's do that again, elements.
I'm happy to eat damage for a couple turns here. You can't do anything this turn because you're super overloaded.
I need to catch my breath.
So you do. It's not hard to trigger Warbringer here. That said, it's really important that I have it's really important that I have the ability to reach to another minion, and because I don't have an Abyss in hand, I'm going to take the Stormcrack. Just because I don't want the enemy to... Oh, it is Burn Deck again, though. Just because I don't want the enemy to generate, like, an Overload Elemental, and I can't kill it. Recruitment. That's fine, I guess. I'll go Hallucinating Bladed. It's more damage on the board than the Menacing right now. At least I've realized before I played it this time. 3-0 minion to die.
Got a big storm brewing here.
The calm before the storm.
I'm terrified of Bloodlust. Thankfully, they don't have access to the mana for it this turn, but still got to remove minions from the board.
Do you feel a chill?
How long are they going to be frozen for, though?
Our town, scrub.
Yeah. Guess I best be taking a break.
You best be. I can generate a pretty light board here, right? Because the enemy is obviously going to have Fork Lightning, obviously going to have up. Ooh. Guess what's playable? Obviously, I just planned it. To be entirely fair, 100% honestly, hand on my heart, I was thinking, is there anything in the game that buffs a minion's health in my hand? I couldn't think of anything at the time. In retrospect, I should have thought of Mistcaller. Like, obviously hand buff things like all of the hand buff stuff in Paladin, all of the hand buff stuff in Warlock. I thought those were off limits to me, though, because I don't have the ability to access them. The enemy is a Shaman. Heist Baron, sorry, not Heist Baron, but Mistcaller is the only card in Shaman that would do this. I am so pleased.
You cannot stop the cloud here.
So my goal here ultimately becomes to defend the Vitality Totem as long as I can. The longer I
Let's do that again.
Alright, so the enemy is overloaded for 6 this turn. I want to play the Vitality this turn, but I do expect the enemy is just going to straight up kill it with the Assassin's Blade. It's possible they don't, but I also can't just rely on waiting for a taunt. I don't have that many. There are a lot of cards in Shaman that heal, right? I should be able to try and just continually fish for those. There goes my Starlog. At least that wasn't 9 damage. Oh no, it can't be 9 damage to face. It was Stormcrack.
Been topped out here, man.
Go ahead.
So you are.
Draw another. Nobody's looking.
Tess will play... Tess is good. But I probably want to fish for another card from Hallucination first.
Thank you, Dora.
Like here.
Hey, arrest your mongrel!
Sure. Good draw. So now I get to generate another rune spear with Tess. All right, get me cold blood. Take evasion so the enemy can't cast that many spells to my face. Kind of do want to clear up the hand a little, because we are going to generate more stuff in it.
That's a great spell. We should cast it again.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes he says, we should cast it again at a random target. That would not fly. Okay, you have to lightning strike 3 times to clear my board. Great, overload for 6 mana. Now I can swing again with my hero and then Tess. I'm not gonna Ancestral Knowledge before the Tess. Am I? I probably should, right? Wee bit of a waste of my evasion, sadly.
You'll be wielding the storm as well.
What do I do here?
Why did it draw 4 cards? Did Wisdom Ball replay it without telling me?
You have no
That should have been swing first. My bad. I'm too confused. Yeah, now I get to overdraw.
I put another copy in your deck.
Sidearm.
Of the Vitality Totem that doesn't work. Also, this wasn't replayed. It didn't buff any of my minions. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Eat the rape shot, mongrel!
Job done.
Replay. Not summon.
That's fully loaded. Polite the sidearm.
Should have killed. Oh well.
Eat the rape shot, mongrel!
That does absolutely nothing. Hallucination. It's a good card. Really want to be able to justify just hitting face is the thing. Tidal Surge. It's good for keeping me healthy.
take shelter.
Just need a big taunt out there. I'm pretty much guaranteed to win. As long as I have that out there. Yeah, I'm just gonna summon Tark.
You say hold. Me say
Watch
pretend.
and learn.
No, I don't need to push for lethal this turn. It's very unlikely the enemy does anything. And also, I get to play 2 pirates next turn. Don't underestimate how important that is. Oh, I remember that deck. Oh, that was a deck for a very short period of time. Pirate. 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 Face. Hey. I don't know how this deck has gotten this far. I'm down, though.
Wizard guys put a monkey in a bubble? Genius!
We often end up with too many cards, so Master Scheme is the only one here that we're not looking at. The deck is already really, really thick with stuff. Untold Splendor has one benefit, which is if I play it after Tark, I just get all the cards. They are really powerful, though. Final Untold Splendor. We do actually have a lot of weapon buffs. It's just we can't get back to the Kingsbane after we use it, so we can't take it, right? We can't take it. I don't know why I even considered it for a second there. I'm gonna go Scallywags. Another Ethan Miscreant, another Academic Espionage. Scallywags literally just gives me more minions on board.
Get Madame Goya. She's evil, but not evil. She's the bad evil, but worse.
Blackmail. Extortion is such an ugly word. Goya prefers licensing fees. I'm sure she does. What is an extortion? In the context of the game, clearly. Don't need the dictionary definition, thanks.
Eudora!
Is it like I have to pay mana to get my card back from her hand?
Things are about to get messy.
I'm keeping both Tars and Untold Splendor. You can't make me not. That's really good. All I have to do is make sure that my hand is not full by the time that I get to do those. Wild as hell that I have that. Why is it anytime anyone else uses Wisdom Ball? Great. When I use Wisdom Ball, garbage.
You will pay what you owe, one way or another.
I don't want that. Enemy isn't going to have any silences. Sheraton's going to be fine. Less aggressive than I otherwise might like, though.
There is a price on that.
It's a spell to get Sheraton back. Fine.
To the traitor king.
What a curious artifact.
At least the enemy isn't holding those. What weapons do I have in the deck? Just the serrated blade right now. 1 damage to all minions. Pretty garbage. Destroy a minion, return to life with full health. No, probably take adaptation looking for a defense.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
You have to get Aya that early? This is gonna be a problem.
Items have a way of increasing price at the worst of times.
Let me adjust the cost of that for you.
This is the 3rd time on camera I've taken Wondrous Wisdom Ball, and it has done nothing but screw with me. Remarkable. I obviously don't want to buff the enemy's Burly Rockjaw Trogs, so... I think we've already lost.
The black market takes a modest cut.
This is awful. This mechanic the enemy has and the ability to play Nerubian Aravla is... It's not good. Like, cool, I can have any of these cards back. They don't do anything for me. I still can't win if I play them. I had no early game minions despite the fact that I drafted. Well, let's just, what, does the enemy have lethal next turn? 5, 5, 3, 11, 13, 11, 24. They don't have lethal unless I play Extortion and then that buffs them. But I wanted to play Extortion just so that I could get another pirate out. I guess I'll wait until next turn, try and play Sky Captain Crag, and that's gonna be all we can really get done here. Don't you dare steal Sky Captain Crag with you blackmail.
Think of this as an investment in our future relationship.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. I've never gotten so unlucky in my entire life. Do I feel a chill? Do I feel a chill? You know what? Rest of the series, I'm never picking Wondrous Wisdom Ball ever again. It might be really, really good for you. It might have won you every single run you've ever had with it. It has done nothing but screw me over and do useless things for me. What is that treasure? Khadgar, what do you have out for me? Seriously, I think if we'd just gotten extra mana crystal, we would have been fine. Obviously, Robes of Gaudiness, we actually would have been fine because we do have high hand. And we're incapable of playing any cards there. What else? Caltrops, so the enemies have... No, Caltrops actually would have been awful because of our hero power. Enemy minions summon one, costs one more. That was another one of the options up against the Wondrous Wisdom Ball, and I regret not taking it. We possibly could have ended up winning that fight by delaying all of our enemies' moves for an extra turn. I hate this treasure so much now. I keep trying to give it a chance. You cannot argue that I have not given it so many chances. It has done nothing for me. Well, that's that. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Ooh, all death travels trigger twice. Next episode's gonna be fun. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.